I don't really know what the galactic means, but I like it.
Are we doing strat?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do pistol strat.
Okay.
Binky.
That's why.
Binky on pistol strat.
Huh. Armana, I don't know, but maybe this would help you. Maybe try zooming in your map and not centering it on you, because you get a little bit more information regarding if it's bigger.
First of all, yeah, that's step one. You make your map smaller, and you center it on the center of the map. You can see the whole map.
Right.
Oh no, we're reviewing this game.
Quietly walk up cubby. You're gonna be like the fourth person in line.
Did we win or lose this game?
Oh
no, we
pretty sure
lost this
We
game.
got absolutely
annihilated.
demolished. Yeah.
No, we didn't. We were demolishing, and then we.
No, we got annihilated.
No, we
this
lost
was
like
the game we
13 to
got
2
annihilated. Yeah.
Tree, and then you throw
with the
a flash
breach that was so
past,
crazy.
Oh, with the breach. Oh yeah. Nope. I didn't wanna. Nope.
XTC, just pick a guy to get the spike to.
Who should we have?
Watch him.
Watch me.
No.
I looked around. I was like, "Who should I give it to?" I give it to. As I'm giving it to Barrel, Barrel notices what's going on. It's like, "No!" As I throw it.
All right.
Just because, like, during this specific strat, I play inside your smoke with my shorty.
Right. So first things first, though. Tripwire here and a tripwire here, because this strat doesn't work if they flank B main, and it kind of fails if they push up A main, because then we have to watch A main for a flank kind of thing. So we need a trip here,
So
a trip here, so we only have to worry about A main wine area instead of the whole entire flank and wine. And you trip this B main part off, so we're not flanked up mid like we were this round.
Wait for smoke.
Yeah.
So
Well,
double
no, I
trip on
think
pistol round?
the Reyna. I think the Reyna this round walks through my mid smoke.
Yeah, she does. I remember this.
She was playing market the whole game, so I'm pretty sure she just lurked through as soon as we started hitting tree.
Throw it.
Okay.
All right, throw one more deep tree.
Yeah, see, she was too quick to be at a B main.
No, she could have been out of B main. She could have just walked up, seen no one, and then because she has a dismiss and she's raining on pistol, so she could have easily just kind of like slowly pushed up here.
Well, I'm pretty sure I turn around and I see her coming out of the smoke.
Oh, behind us, on cap. Spike down.
Okay. Well, Spike should not be behind us, but that's whatever. That was just unfortunate. So yeah, let's trip this in case she did come out of B main, and trip this if we're doing this pistol strat.
Okay.
Because you can trip A main, come all the way over here, trip B main, and then come catch up to us from tiles because bottom mid is smoked.
Yeah, but Cat isn't smoked, so what if he gets jiggle peeked?
Then we have a guy go with him until he catches up with us.
Okay.
Mid. Spike is down.
Ember's annoying Spike. Barrel got whacked by an aftershock. At that point, take the fight.
He was concussed.
I was not. I just made the wrong play.
He's stunned here.
No, I got stunned, and then what happened was the aftershock came in. I thought I'd be safe if I tucked,
Right here.
but then it just barely clipped me.
He had an
So
insane amount of damage on his aftershock. Like he knew how to use his aftershock. It was crazy.
Pretty sure he killed me 3 times with it.
A 74 chamber. He's stuck in A main. No TP.
Last player standing.
Y'all ready for XCC hardcore whiffs? Here we go! I'm blind!
good start.
Tapped out.
And then you
Yeah, no, my game legitimately just like stopped working.
Alright, if we know Spike's down, we need to stop, and we need to go recover it before we execute any further.
Yeah.
That was a mistake on all of our parts.
Spike is down.
You were with
Chambers
me
and
XCC to
Coach
trade, which was fine.
A 74 chamber.
He
He's stuck in A
was
main.
in A main, which was unfortunate. He didn't fight that with me, but whatever. Could have been one back, Jenny.
Well, he TP'd right away, I think, no?
No, I broke his TP. I said broke TP
Oh.
74. So I guess listening to comms is the other thing. Binky's taking
Yeah.
a fight. If you're not gonna go fight for Spike, play with the team.
Last player standing.
Yeah.
I think he's more talking to me than you, Mickey.
I just lagged out.
No, I was talking to me, but yeah, XCC, if you notice that there's only 2 alive and you don't have Spike, go play with Binky.
I just tapped out. My game just tapped out.
Yep.
Let's go.
That's
My
unfortunate.
game like.
Aggressive here on A. So
Second round, no tripwires. We're saving, which is fine.
need to like dodge it.
I don't know how many smokes you have. Okay, this is what I do. He dies to this, and if this happens, a lot of times what we need to do is we need to like just not dog. We need to flash and peek instead, because if they keep doing this, the guy who's droning or dogging might not have this like knowledge just to get out of the dog or drone to get out of there, because that charged up too much and they'll just take damage. So if they keep doing this, we should have adapted and just done a flash and just fast peek it.
I had no idea I was getting aftershocked.
Breach
I
is close
know.
left. Oh, okay, I didn't know that was
Because he
on.
gets a free kill
on
right
me.
there. That was my fault too. I didn't call it.
Flash or knife?
I didn't comment either. Neither did Armana.
About mid, ran about mid.
XCC's working mid. It's fine. We do that
Armana,
main.
can you throw like a flash off this wall
No
so
flash.
it catches mid?
Where did he flash?
He did what we typically tell him to stop doing and just throw a flash into A main when no one's pushing in.
Yeah, okay, so Armana, when you watch this back, if I'm in, just don't throw the flash. Just swing with me and trade, because at that point the flash is gonna do no good. It's actually gonna hurt me more because it's probably gonna flash for me off of that wall. So just don't throw the flash if I'm already in. Just peek and get a trade, and you'll get follow-ups with your team. But otherwise, I need to calm that I'm trying to take a hero play here and clear this. But I was just, so that was on me as well. But don't waste your flash here.
Ran about mid.
This is stupid. Because if I had called for your flash and asked you to do that, then we could have had XCC smoke. But that's the other thing. We need a 3-2-1 or executes, and we really need to prioritize our 3-2-1 executes.
Oh, fuck, we,
So
Armana,
if we're gonna
can you
scrim
throw,
tonight, let's
like,
make
a
that our
flash off
priority.
this
We
wall?
3-2-1 execute kind of thing.
fuck me.
Like 3-2-1 go.
I'll swing with you.
Okay, we don't need to swing because Barrel, you need to say I have cam, don't swing. Like you need to tell us that, so we don't swing. Because if they have a Marshall here, one of us is dead.
Push, I'm watching here.
Knife or market?
What a knife.
That's an okay knife
Reloading.
because
Grab
we're
a
pushing up
market.
mid with no smoke.
Or market. Or
That's an
pizza.
okay knife.
That too.
Swinging 3.
There's no one
Armana,
with
you
you.
don't need to be
Smoked.
pushing this
I have
or
no
holding
eco.
this. You actually need to be with the team because we're on classics. And plus, your initiator, even though you have no utility, you just need to be with the team here. If anyone's gonna lurk right here, it better be Barrel or XTC.
I have 2 smokes.
And you don't swing this.
One in tree.
You do not swing this without a util or without a buddy.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Because they could peek you top mid, pizza, market, or both of those angles, and you died to one of those close angles
Gosh.
without a trade, without any damage done.
He's
Someone
pizza.
needs
And then we try to make up for it there, and we could have pushed tree, and we would have been better off that way.
Did you hit her at all?
XTC, I don't know if you still had a smoke, so maybe you should just smoke bottom mid for us, because you didn't use it all game, because it wasn't recharged. So you just smoked this while we pushed up cat.
Yeah.
And then so Barrel and I tried to compensate for Armana's mistake. It's whatever, it was classics.
30 seconds left.
And then XTC,
I think they
I just get spammed through a smoke.
oh yeah,
What is
he
this,
died
like-
to a smoke.
Yep.
Nothing you can do there, 1v4.
Center sky.
Okay, duties.
Okay, let the dog go first because they're just gonna pull what you do on B main split. Okay, XTC, they're just gonna do that. Just let the dog go first. And if they, on the off chance that they saved for an opt that round, that's even worse. Just let the dog get a pick,
Strafe
because then that's an insta kill.
one taps me with a
without
fucking.
doing
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
So just let the dog go first. And this is me just trying to make up for your mistake and try to get a pick based off of the dog info, which was good.
And then you kind of just take 80 milligrams of Adderall and get a triple kill.
Okay, yeah. And then Armana said there's a molly here. I swung before there was a molly, so I didn't know there was a molly. I tried to get a trade, and it worked out. Shouldn't have,
Yeah.
because then Armana does this.
Guys, you need to. Yeah, Bing just ran
Uh,
through that.
XTC needs to shut up. Pinky needs to know that Armana's hurt, so he needs to be like, oh, okay. Because he needs it. Binky, a good way to just see should I heal anyone is looking at the agents left. The white bars, their health. You're like, oh, I can heal, kind of thing. Oh, hey, Mango, he's here. Hi, Mango. So we can do a little bit more VOD. You weren't in these games, unfortunately, but you can definitely take a note or two of what you should do. So, buddy up. Mango in your sky. Notice up here just who needs healing sometimes and who you can get to.
In a slow.
Yeah, and you gotta call that thing.
I'm chilling. I'm
There's
chilling.
one more on site. One more on site.
I don't know if you had another smoke XTC. You should have smoked market. If not market, CT, because I'm watching.
I
Market.
was
He's
dead
dead.
at the start of the round.
Oh, you're right. You're dead. My bad. Because you
Yeah,
peeked and
well, I
died.
mean, trust me, if I didn't be an idiot and jiggle into a fucking sheriff, then
in that
yeah,
case-
100%.
In that case, barrel, you can make space with your cages. Even if you just throw them on the ground here. If you throw them on the ground, you can just walk in the cages and they can't see you for sure. And it's just a good way to make space. It's kind of like jet smokes. You just throw them down like jet smokes and you just make space with them.
You don't see it in Armana's POV, but I smoked off market with a cage so that me and Binky could get
Right
onto
here.
site.
I see it right here.
In a slow.
Yeah, and you gotta call that thing.
Cage,
I'm chilling. I'm
cage,
chilling.
One more on
cage.
site, one more on
Armana
site.
has spike. He should not be the last one out. He should be like the third one out. It's fine if you're the last one out as an initiator, but you have spike. So in this instance, you should not be the last one out. I'm watching market here, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. You should be more worried about CT.
One
He
more
could be in
market.
smoke. Could be in smoke.
He was in smoke, he was in smoke. Landing behind box.
Good palm on that. Good.
You can't
Crossfire
out
by all
controller
three of
me,
you.
boys.
I get a kill on chamber before I get flashed and killed.
I need a
We have
heal.
spike planted. Aftershock here. Good job healing.
Armana, they don't have to
Left
see
and
you.
right.
There's one on lane.
3 flashes.
I look.
Binky, you don't flash and peek that. You just flash for info on lane or on stairs. The stall. You don't flash and peek.
Lane.
You only flash and peek if you're boat, because you're in a way too aggressive spot where you can get peeked from lane or you can get swung from stairs in a crossfire, and it just wouldn't work in your favor.
One enemy
You got lucky here because you had no one to trade you.
Nice, last guy lane.
Because if you die, because you're really low, it's a 2v2, and their breach is their freaking Smurf player, so don't peek that next time. We have the site, so you just hold with someone, so that someone can play off for a trade. Good
More
night
flash.
for Mana. Barrel, you're peeking, you don't need to.
More flash.
Especially with a Spectre, so I think you just stay crouched like along the wall, because you know where she is with the knife. So you just stay crouched, and I say Binky and Barrel stay crouched along this wall right here, so she's on lane, she can't see you two. And then Armana watches stairs from like dice, so that he can take the first contact, and you two could just be here to back up or trade in case she pushes.
You guys don't need to work this.
This next setup, Armana, yeah, you play off Binky's contact,
Play off of
which is
Binky's
good.
contact.
Binky, maybe just pop flash it, so send it more here. Because he sent it
Yeah, I
here,
just
it's
didn't know
gonna
if he was
fluster.
looking that way, so I didn't want
Right.
to flash him.
Right. But you call it then. You say flashing
Yeah.
lane, flashing lane, now. You just throw a flash, and if he gets flashed, that's his fault. Good round.
I actually kind of.
Good crossfire.
Close.
Flash.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll peek it. I got this.
1 to 2.
Oh, she didn't want to peek this one.
Gonna knife it. I'm gonna knife it.
Not mid chamber.
Gonna flash that.
It's a waste of a flash, Armana.
He may not clear.
Yeah, can we? We
So-
have to do something about that. Like Armana, when you watch this, you do this way too much.
You just throw a flash just to throw
You just
it.
like a smoke, like an enemy smoke drops in front of you, and you just fucking yeet a flash through that bitch, like you're like we're about to run through it, and we're going on the opposite side of the map, like it's of zero help, and you've just wasted $200. Like,
Right. It's not like Sky's flashes where it's for info and they recharge.
exactly. I think we make a switch, and we make a new rule. If we want to flash something for info, Binky flashes. If we are taking
Or Mango
sites.
flashes.
Or Mango, whoever's playing this guy at the time. If we are taking sites, that's when Armana is allowed to flash.
For offense. For defense, you could lead it to a whole nother
For
story.
defense, I am so fucking fine with you yeeting a flash through smoke to life 4 people. But throwing a flash through smoke on attack is just like, hey guys, we're mid. And that's like you're just yelling at the other team like, hey guys, we're right here, bro. Like.
And it does nothing. You just wasted $200.
It literally helps 0 people. If anything, it helps the enemy team because they just learned some info on where a KO is standing,
Alright.
and you've thrown some money away.
Alright, so
Anymore.
both of you are watching tree. You mess up the
Could
smoke.
be a crack on the right side. I fucked that up.
Yep. There's
One lane.
Hold on. Yeah, we're doing bud. It's up to you if you want to watch. Yeah, never
You can
mind.
keep it going. I can hear. I really have to
Okay.
pee.
We
Be
rotate
flanking
up
him
the-
in.
So,
One A main.
do you have your
Alright.
dog here, Binky? Do you remember? No, you just dogged from here. You just dogged.
Yeah,
from
I
here.
dogged.
So you
Yeah, we
dogged from here. So you dogged from here. Okay, we take space with the dog. So you gotta let this be a fake Armana where he's too far ahead. Okay, just kind of follow it, trail it. Barrel, you standing here? The dog's kind of wasted. Because when the dog dies, they could easily just push back up to this corner. So at least hold the main area, right?
Alright.
Could be a crack on the right
So
side.
the
I
dog
fucked
was
that up.
wasted.
Yep. There's
One lane.
And
We
then-
Be
rotate
flanking
up
him
the-
in.
One
We-
A main. Or A flake.
Was there
Yeah,
a
we
smoke
rotate off
there?
B. You wanna go to? Yeah, go away, go away.
Reyna dead top
Run A,
mid.
run A.
Okay, so we got a one dead on flank.
Smoking this off.
Barrel staying to lurk.
Bad smoke.
Okay, Armand, if it's a scuffed smoke, crossing a scuffed smoke, you could flash. Flash if we're executing, flash if it's a scuffed smoke and you want to cross. Or escape. Those are the only times you're allowed to flash on offense.
Five
Yeah,
seconds
push
to
it
I'm
on
near
three.
setting for you. I'm near setting tree.
Two in tree.
Backing it.
Blinded.
I'm blind.
Oh,
Me and
this is
XTC are
so
just
sad.
running, bro.
This is so sad. I think we need to train ourselves to be, okay, aggressive instead of defensive here. Because if we aggress this, one, you're still alive if you push through it and you have a chance to kill the guy and catch him off guard. And two, there's not enough space for both of you. So if even one of you was aggressing, the other would be fine. Because XCC survived.
I got.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Okay, so it was like heat of the moment, so I didn't really.
No,
Think
I know.
the
That's what I'm
comment-
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's,
No,
it's
like
even
I
more
didn't think the
decision.
comment, but you see where I'm standing right there?
Yeah.
I was safe to the blast right there, and I ran back to the other side of the tree, and I was safe to the blast as well. So if I just calmed to Binky, hug the tree, we're both surviving.
Plus you have TP, so you can get out.
Exactly. So I could have easily TP'd out and just said Binky hug tree, and I could have just gotten out, and he could have stayed alive, and we could have all three been there to trade off of Binky if they swing him. Like
Okay.
it was just heat of the moment. I didn't think to comment.
Yo,
So that was on me. That death was on me.
Armana, bad swing. He could be right here, and you have a flash out. No smoke.
Especially because he just got a kill,
He just got a kill,
and he
and-
heard they heard all of us on cat. Like he knows we're there.
And the other thing, we're not executing, so this is like another wasted flash.
Barrel's slowly lurking up.
Okay, we don't have to reiterate it so
I know,
much. We
I
know
know.
Armana gets
Dude, we're
annoyed
gonna
by
back
that.
up.
So
I know. That's a late smoke for
Armana,
that
just back
purpose,
off
though.
loudly.
That's
They're
not
gonna
a
be
good
mid.
smoke. We should have smoked it. And
Yeah.
wanted to cross Armana
yeah, it was not a good smoke. You're right. I should have waited and smoked top mid.
You're alone here, Armana. Yeah, if XCC smokes top mid, that's
They're
fine.
rotating. They're rotating.
Okay, shoot that out. If you see that thing, shoot it out, please, because it scuffs anyone behind you if there's someone behind you, and it slows you down. If they're right here, you're screwed.
If
Fine,
you're
get
like
loud.
to me, if
Look
you're
at
an
that.
omen, if you're an omen, a jet, another chamber, and like if your chamber you have your TP set up, it's one thing to let it go off and then get out of it and reposition because you know they're gonna look at it, but you have no getaway capabilities as a KO, and you just
They're in
walk
CT.
into a
Planning.
That my point.
essentially just fucking
Right.
sand basically.
Right, and he's stuck.
Yeah, market.
Top the cage.
Breach
Top
up
the cage.
95. Breach up 95.
This was
Breach-
stupid. I way over aggressed. I didn't need to because I could just hold across with barrel. I can hold across with. Oh, is XTC? Did you die on flank?
Top the cage.
Breach up
Top the cage.
95. Breach
Oh,
up
yeah.
95.
You got.
Yeah, I'm about to down flank. Yeah, I whiffed
Sage,
on the sage. I
120,
hit her
breach
with like
brim market.
yeah.
I think I whipped here.
We lost because of it too.
Well, I died there. I shouldn't have
Fucked up.
played that.
Yeah,
should've
but
played
I
that
shouldn't have
safe.
died to that. I should have committed to the sage first because the chamber was closer. So if I commit to the sage, guarantee that headshot, I wouldn't have had to transfer. The chamber was going CT as well. So I get the sage, kill chamber in the back, and the breach who was low as well. Look, he's lit 95 from Armana.
Second.
Swings me barrels and I immediately get a 3K.
Right,
But
I played
instead
this
I
here.
killed the. Yeah.
Right. So That's your mistake.
It
My
was
mistake
all of
is-
us. It was
my
all of us.
mistake is I play behind dice. I play off barrels contact because I trade the sage here, or I fight the sage there with him.
I have a
He's done.
question, by the way. Go back a little bit, like 10 seconds. Yeah, like right there. Press play.
120 breach and brim market.
How
Okay.
does Barrel not get concussed? Just keep going.
Because there's a little gap between breach and his concuss. There's like a 5-meter gap, and he.
Oh,
was
he was
moving
right
very-
on sidewalk. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. He
Yeah.
was right next to him on the other side of the wall.
'Cause
I was
they-
so confused
they
in the moment. I just didn't want to be
Right,
loud about it.
right.
I was just like, wait, what? Like,
Right. They changed that about breach when they buff, like
Oh, Lord.
overbuffed them with Sky.
Fucked up, guys.
Yeah, but he was just
That's my
in
fault.
a safe zone.
I need to kill
But
that
yeah,
sage.
because then I play off of his contact. I get a trade. It's a 1v1. So yeah, I
No, that
I
was my
messed
fault,
up there on
honestly.
site.
Told us that.
Here, you ready? I'm gonna bait for you. I'm
Okay,
TPing
sorry,
right
we're
there.
gonna
Baiting.
miss.
Just swing fast.
Get out of your dock. Get out of your dock. Get out of the dock.
Wait, when is he aftershock?
Good comp.
How does he aftershock?
Just swing fast.
So he must be like right here on the edge, shooting his aftershock right here after he hears that dog.
Get out of your dock. Get out of your dock. Get out of the dock.
'Cause then he's on 1 HP.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know why I did that again. That's my fault. I should have known.
Armana, you're way too far ahead. Like, I know you're trying to make a play happen because we've lost and we're getting. Well, that's another thing. We're getting panicked. We don't need to get panicked here. We need to collect ourselves and start forcing the other team to play to our tempo. And you're playing to their tempo here by forcing something to happen that shouldn't need to happen. Especially since you're a hero rifle here, I think, this round. You're too far ahead. And you need to have trades with you so the other guy can pick up the rifle in case.
Comp. Armana.
Oh, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Both
Hero
lit.
rifle on attack doesn't
Good
mean
shots,
run
but
out.
Good
Guess
shots,
what?
but at the
115
same time,
effect.
like if you have a buddy there, you get one, you might stay alive because the breach didn't touch you. If you're alive, that chamber was way exposed. Maybe you don't die, and if you do die, the other guy gets the bulldog, and we're on site. Now no one's on site, and you only did damage, and we lost the bulldog. So you're too far ahead as a KO. Now we got the bulldog back, so never mind.
Spike kicks at C.
Clearing wine. Barrel's lurking
Wine's
up
clear.
B. I think Barrel, you play with us on a save here, because classics don't do much against specters and vandals. They might, but it's a low chance and probability of happening, so you just play with us here.
true.
I have 2
barrels
flashes
are
still.
key.
One storm.
Cut noise. Cut noise.
Why am I holding this angle? I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a dumb angle to hold. It's a classic. I
Cage
feel like we
trigger.
rushed you here. Like we rushed you when you
One
didn't need to
spray.
be rushed.
Smoked be main.
I'm gonna
Okay.
dash out and
Yeah, he mollied
at
that
40,
too.
okay? Smoke
At
and dash
40?
out at 40.
Okay.
You need to calm that molly too.
At
I
40.
got no util until 20 seconds from now.
At least 2B.
Because
Alright.
there's 40 seconds left. If you calm that molly and we did nothing off of it, they might think, oh, it's a fake. So then we're already rotating. If you call that molly, we can make a different decision. Because we only knew there's a brim smoke there, which means he's probably in mid. But now that we know that there's a molly there and he's dedicated towards market, we know that the chamber's in market. We know that the chamber, or not the chamber, the brimstones are market. The breach and chamber are both in tree. We don't know where the sages or the Reyna are, but we're assuming they're
I
towards
called at
A.
least 2B.
At least 2B?
so-
Okay, is that including brimstone?
Yes, including
Okay,
Brimstone.
so it's probably the Reyna. So that means Sage is towards A. And if it's not the Reyna, then it's the. If it's not the Reyna, that's the Sage, which means Reyna is towards A. So then we could play off of that, and we still have 40 seconds to make a decision. So. Okay, we
Smoking
executed.
heaven. I don't see anyone. Don't see anyone.
You call that Sage slow on B.
30
Fight it for him,
seconds
man.
left.
Yeah, Barrel, just get out.
Reyna's
Nice,
on our flank.
nice.
Say Reyna did
Breach
flank.
heaven.
Where is everyone hiding?
Two
I
flashes.
think your trip
This
just
is
got broken on
unfortunate.
B.
No, I took it.
Oh, you took it. Oh.
Yeah, he
Nice.
picked it
Uh,
back
breach
up,
heaven.
and I think he used it on tree.
Two
I have 2
flashes.
flashes, yeah.
Two there. That's unfortunate. Even if you had to pull out your gun and get that, it wouldn't have been in time. So that's just unfortunate. In that case, If you see that the door is closed and you got slowed, you just back off because you can only be in one spot in their minds, right?
Two heaven.
Because the breach is definitely worried about you.
Reach outside tree.
And if you had just left, he would have broken the tripwire and then cleared this and you would have stayed alive. It's unfortunate that he chose this angle instead of this angle, because if you sat near the door, you would have had a kill because he didn't clear it.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, he just figured that I was slowed, and I would have chose that angle, so.
I know.
You have a flash?
Yep, I have 2.
Throw it.
This flash should have been deeper.
So it's
feel.
planted here. It's planted here. So the first thing is that once he ults this site, I would just have your flash ready, because if they swing, you just throw the flash, and they probably gonna swing you first, because wine's probably the first spot you swing whenever they're holding a main, and you're the first to die, and XC gets your trade. Or you just have your flash ready and throw a pop flash right here, and XCC plays anti, because then it flashes anyone who's on the spike. This is a little too
Last player.
well, that guy's on.
He's on.
It was an interesting
It
situation.
was unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Because
Throw it.
He threw it.
Last player.
He's blind. She's blind. He was just getting off of it.
I threw it too far to the right. That's why I didn't blind breach either, because it was too far to the right and he was too tucked behind Jenny.
No, I think he just dodged it.
Throw it.
Because it was.
Yeah, he dodged it. I didn't record, but when I peeked, the breach had the flash icon on his face.
Oh, okay.
He dodged it.
Oh well.
So,
I
Yeah,
think
we're
he was
both
playing
not by
anti-flash on
breach
the
or by
spike. I think he
safety,
was
just
turned
both
around.
site.
he must have been.
Really
It's just awareness
crackhead.
on his case.
That was
then.
just in the moment.
Beryl, I'm very happy you learned that they can jump over this tripwire, and I'm thankful that you're adapting to it. Thank you. We have to be careful because they could spam the smoke here. So maybe instead of covering this, maybe smoke it off to where if they peek that box, we're ready for it. But I know we're walking down, it's kind of dangerous just to watch that too. So no, that smoke's fine. So we just gotta be careful if they swing into it and they just spray us down on the lane. I think it'll just be unfortunate. Bad fight, because you don't have trades. No one in the trade.
Nice.
Waste of a flash.
Dude.
What happened to you, XCC?
I got blinded from Cat as soon as y'all started pushing in.
Oh, dang.
So I had to tuck, and no one realized that I was asking for help. So I just got a bit.
I need help.
I don't
Like
hear you.
I'm the last.
Nice.
Look, breach flash through Cat.
I know.
I'm full blinded.
Okay, so we need to just kind of watch it on slow. Well, not quality, playback speed. So, Reyna.
Why are we going in slow?
Because I want to see everything that happens. So, Beryl dies to the Reyna. I go and trade the Reyna. Armana's with me to trade just in case there's another one. So good job pushing with me. If that's the case, XTC, you're alone top mid, which is unfortunate timing just because I decided to go, Armana decided to go, and Binky decided to come with me. So that's just unfortunate. You got flashed. That was just unfortunate timing. Waste of a smoke. I'm fighting the guy on Switch. You both swing the sage on Switch.
I need it.
Oh please, please turn it off.
And then
my
you
voice at 0.25 speed.
And then you both die on the switch to Sage, which is just unfortunate.
I'm full blinded. I'm full blinded in mid by myself with Spike. You aggressed way too hard there.
So I think that was just unfortunate that they pushed tree while we pushed mid and you were just behind us. So I think that was unfortunate. So maybe XTC be a little bit more aggressive with the team, or we have an assigned buddy up system, because if I buddy up with Armana and he pushes with me, then Binky's buddied up with you just in case. Because I don't think you calmed anything in mid. You said, I need help, guys, as you die. Instead, you say, I'm blind mid, and then maybe Binky could hear that and flash out mid to help you. But I don't know. That was just unfortunate
Like
timing.
right there next to me, which we.
Yeah. Chamber like speak.
That's a. I don't know how I feel about that knife because you throw that knife instead of helping the fight when you're on save. I would just help the fight instead there, Armana. Because the knife isn't gonna do much because even if she gets the kill, she's just gonna dismiss out as she gets hacked. And we already know there's a guy there, so it's not gonna do much.
Speak cat. Chamber like speak cat.
Barrel's going for the gun.
One
You have spike, Armana. Armana, you have spike.
Armana, don't be afraid to carry the spike.
Who's gonna bait
Going
myself
first.
inside that
Shoot that out, please. Just stay safe from me. Okay, you don't need to peek that because you're in a slow. Never push anything if you're in a slow. XCC knows not to do that. Armana, you should learn not to do that. We're waiting for that. Barrel is trying to lurk up mid. Got a pick. Did you have another cage here, Barrel?
No, he's both getting the gun.
Both to get the gun. In that case, you wait here because we're not pushing B. So you just wait bottom mid. Because if you're just holding this space, they can't push us from mid. They can't push us from tiles without you getting a trade. And you just a late lurk in that case. Because even though you got to pick here, you have a gun on a save. So you just sit here. And yeah, you might not get the sage, but you keep your life and a gun that we might need. Because if all goes well here, Armana does not push us in a slow. We back off. It's still a 5v4 because you didn't kill the sage. And we just back off and we're like, okay, you're holding this space here. Maybe we work up mid a little bit. And then we push up as a group into mid. I need to calm that I'm backing off. I think you need to call that flash so that XCC knows whether to push or not, because you push alone here.
Binky, you have spike?
Yeah.
Got a
They're
trade.
top mid, going for a gun.
And like if you're at XCC there, you fight that and get a trade and you don't lose spike.
Spike down A.
They're both there.
Last player standing.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate.
Spike, please. Chambers is at 101. No phone breach. Chamber was on site. I'm
Breach was
pretty
right
sure breach.
here.
Yeah, breach is right there.
Maybe we should coach Armana that until he learns to stop going first, that he's only allowed to use his flashes to let other people entry for him. Because it feels like he needs to do something. Because I get that feeling too. Like I need to do something because this isn't going well. And in that scenario where Armana died, he's like, okay, Barrel just died mid. Someone else just died back here. I don't know who died back. Oh, this was me. This was earlier. So someone just died back here. We're on a save, so he feels like he needs the hero on a save. So maybe instead he needs to say, I'm flashing, someone peek off of this because it's much more effective. Because you don't have to throw it and then time it to flash. You could just throw it and then swing with your guy and trade. So maybe to help Armana improve by not being so far ahead and by helping the team out better with his flashes and not wasting them, he only flashes to help his teammates get in. And once he masters that, then we start letting him do it for himself again. Because he can do it he does it great by himself. You do it great by yourself, Armana, when you watch this back, but you do it alone, which is why you're getting punished for it. And we can't trade it because you're a little too far ahead.
Awareness.
I got your backs. Just
So unfortunate round. It was a Nico.
Top mid.
What was the flank?
More deeper, more early information for our flank.
I think we're pushing tree again. Barrel, the trip here if we're not pushing A is here for earlier information because I think they double flank us.
Sage walled B.
Again, Armana, you're alone first.
Smoking tree.
We need a smoke here, XCC, or a smoking tree.
I'm near setting the close cubby. Yeah.
Okay.
No one's
Here.
close. Good
normally a
dog.
trip
Those are
work.
taking mid space.
I'm
You
just gonna
shooting
hold
at
this
that slow
space. You
'cause
guys,
learned.
you
Good
guys
job,
work
Armando.
elsewhere.
XCC's
B main.
top mid.
B main trip.
You smoke top mid.
B main trip's gone.
I don't have a smoke.
Sage is blocked.
Minus.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Dang.
I don't have a smoke.
So she got two of you.
Sage is
She just collided you. That's unfortunate. She dismisses away. I killed the
Spike down.
Brimstone top mid.
Down mid.
See here, XCC, you still haven't used a smoke. Oh no, use a smoke here. So you've only used one smoke. So you can smoke this off and tiles if we know B flank stripped, and we'd be like, okay, we need to execute somewhere because we don't have this space anymore. So we need to take space elsewhere. Or if this happens still, you smoke it off anyway, because then we can focus elsewhere still.
Yeah.
Because you didn't
Spike
smoke this
down
and you
mid.
still had to worry about it. Like, you're still worrying about it, and you still. Oh, you don't have a smoke. You use both smokes?
top mid.
Oh, yeah, use a smoke top mid. Never mind then. Never mind. So use
I don't
a
have a
smoke top
smoke.
mid, you're trying to
Sage
work
is
tree.
blocked.
We lost two, you're worried about
Spike
this.
down
Your smoke
mid.
top mid failed. So I think what you do is you call me back, or you tell Barrel to watch this smoke while you watch here. So Barrel can get a trade here until you get your smoke back. Because you're still, like, worried about this, and now Barrel's alone.
Yeah.
And then Reyna could just re-aggress her and get both of you, because now they're
Rotating to
reloading.
A.
You will not kill my ally.
Res top mid. Sage and
That's
Last
the best
player
smoke, 'cause
standing.
I just died and no one's there. Barrel, you're alone on that smoke. Then XC had a hero, because he's getting sandwiched.
There's a mid. It's
XTC.
So, that's just unfortunate timing. We had no smokes, so we double swung it, and we got, unfortunately, lost that fight. Push top mid. I needed to back out after losing those two guys, probably, instead, so that I could help you tree. We need to also be aware of, okay, if we're not in this space, we need to watch it in case they peek while we wait for util to come back online, or we need to just smoke it off if we do have the smokes.
Literally the best
XTC.
map of the game.
Look at me. I
No,
literally think
because you
Haven's
think
better than
fucking
this.
Icebox is good and you like Wasteland skins. Like, no.
Alright, Armana, good kill. Bad that you're
Goodbye.
peeking first, because you have your null command, you have your knife, you have your flashes, and your molly, which is, especially your ult. Your ult here, and you're on a hero rifle, again
Just
peeking
right.
first. Like, your ult can save a round. And
Behind your
I
wall.
think you don't peek first there.
Yeah, she's behind her wall. She crouched. She can walk past it. That's
Um,
crazy.
I'm alone. I need a buddy up there because we're on eco. Get a trade because I died to Sage.
Wanted to get no word.
Armana's swinging this with Binky.
4v4. You guys
Barrel.
are going.
So this is what I was talking about, Barrel. Like, if you have the rifle, you just hold this in case they push up mid. And you can kind of jiggle this to get a pick elsewhere, if need be. But you just hold that otherwise. Because your camp can definitely see into mid.
They
So
have
you chill.
Brimalt, Chamber ult.
I'm lagging.
I think you died from like up here then, right? Because you just got wall banged.
Like, I couldn't move.
Are you live on
So,
the VS?
nice try on the off angle, just
Nice.
unfortunate it didn't work.
Amana, you're the most unaware person I've ever met in my life. I
Stop
swear to God.
criticizing people
mean,
and teammates
yeah.
in games.
Alright, guys. You don't have smokes, so let's do this. Let's slow push into tree. All three of you. All three of you. Help Barrel back out. Help Barrel back out.
Okay, I remember just kind of like leading this round. So you guys need to take command here. The three of you who are alive. So Barrel, you need to say, I need help getting out. We don't have no smoke because I have no cages. So let's push something together to get trades because we have no smokes. And we have 4 flashes. So you say, help me get out from here.
And then all three of you push tree.
And Brimstone swung you here, so you guys could have
30
easily
seconds
taken
left.
that fight as a 3-man.
But you do it. No. We have sky flashes. We flash close.
Armana's
Get in.
here, setting up
No
the flash.
flashlight.
See here, Armana, you flash this here this time. Because if you flash here, you see the stun, and none of you push into it.
Go, go.
Now
Reach
you're
your tree,
stunned,
reach your
and
tree.
these two guys aren't.
Funny for me.
Forcing a plant. Do not close door here, Binky, because Barrel is alone in tree.
10 seconds left.
I think you fight with Barrel there. Maybe you're stuck in the aftershock though. That's a poor ult because it's a 4v1 and you're the only one on site.
I think you got both of them.
Oh fuck, I'm bad.
And then you died from behind. And then Binky, I think if it's just you
Oh,
two
fuck.
and you're playing Jenny, you play behind this wood box because you closed the door. So you can play behind this
Yeah.
box. Because then you can play off of Armana's flashes and you can hold a crossfire. Or you play in Hell, right? Because you play in Hell and then you can play off of Armana and help out with the trade. You might not win the trade battle. You get a better chance than what you did.
I think you got both of them.
Oh fuck, I'm bad.
And now you're just panic utiling Armana. You gotta have a
Yeah,
calm,
heaven.
collected mind regarding that.
You're
Heaven
alone.
Yeah, I know.
We need to stop criticizing one another
Thank
in
you,
game. And just be nice try, let's try something else because we can criticize each other when we're doing VOD instead of tilting ourselves when we're playing a game.
Surrounded by the aftershock
Alright.
otherwise. I'm gonna just get in with the knives. We're gonna explode off of it.
See, we adapted here with the flash instead of the dog.
Start close right.
We
The
know
trip on the
breach
close
plays
right.
here, so you should get out of that.
Go Bing, go Bing. I'm near setting. I'm near setting.
Chambers
Go.
dice. Chambers dice.
And we're dead.
You guys need to calm. We're cut off. We're ulted off. Like, we're not with you. Like, you just say, we're not with you, we're ulted off, or we're mollied off, okay? So, XTC and I know, okay, we're alone. We need to kind of, like, not aggress as much.
We are both stuck back here. Run, run, run. Get in.
Because... Alright, I dashed up here. I don't need to. I just hold sight.
Door is not closed. Door is
100
not
to
closed.
You
Door
have
is not
one,
closed.
Binky.
And heaven smoke is done.
Heaven to
Molly,
brim. 100 to brimstone in heaven.
That's a fine molly. Stalls. Armana, you're a little exposed here.
Flashing heaven.
It's not a helpful flash because it's a little deep. Maybe bounce it off of this.
Blast.
Barrel's doing a good job lurking, actually. Where did he start? He started tiles.
And we're dead.
Since we're fast
both stuck
executing,
back
you
here.
got that pick, so that's good. That's where Cypher can lurk, is when we're fast executing. So
Run, run,
that's
run, get in
good. And then you hold this space.
Door is not
for a
closed.
while.
Door is not
100 to
closed.
You
Door
have
is not
one,
closed.
Binky.
And
But you are pushing a little quickly. That Sage who is right here could have definitely taken notice of you from this kill. So I would be careful by pushing this fast. Because if you're gonna
I was
push-
I was alternating between watching Switch and kind of lurking into pizza, and then I was gonna push up to their spawn. Like you can see it in
the heaven
okay.
smoke is done.
Heaven to brim.
Right, but you're kind of exposed from this angle. That's what I'm saying. Like, just push.
Well,
and then
I thought I was holding pizza, but that's
100
yeah.
to brimstone in heaven.
yeah. So just be careful of that. I didn't need to push that. XCC's in hell. I'm honest a little pushed out for my liking. Binky, play on site with the team instead of back site.
Blast.
Because they
Yeah.
have brimstone, they smoke you off. On the off chance that Barrel gets killed, this guy's get killed, you can't trade them because of that smoke. You could flash out and play a post plant, but then it's a 2v1. Just on the off chance that they get 3 of them somehow.
You have another smoke.
Like, it's very unlikely, but
Breaking door.
it probably will happen in the worst circumstances.
One enemy remaining.
Don't hold that Armana. That's a dumb hold because you have no cover. If you're gonna hold that, play at dice where you have a high low with XCC, or ask Binky or XCC to hold that with you, or play on the side of the generator so you could tuck behind the generator. Like, this is just a dumb hold. It's an off angle, sure, but it's kind of because then XCC dies because he's in the same angle. That's unfortunate. Didn't get the trade. We finally got it with Barrel on that flank.
Why do I suck today? Or right now?
Stop belittling yourself. You don't suck. You're just not having a good lock-in game with your shots. I have those way too often, so just help out with utility instead and help out with comms and encouragement. That's all you can do, and then things will go straight. It's
I want
all you
Cypher to
can
come
do.
with me here.
Um,
And then I want you guys just to hold this B main.
yeah, so this trip's fine. Like, I've been thinking about it, Barrel. This trip's fine. It's just we have to react to it a little bit faster. I think they double flank us here,
If we get a pick, in tree, then we explode out B.
which is
And
unfortunate.
if we don't get a pick tree, then we regroup B, and then
And the only reason I want that deeper trip is because of this round. Oh yeah, it's this round. Because
Chambers and tree.
Chambers
Enemy
here,
spotted mid.
we're pushing up to the chamber. I'm a little too far
Broke
ahead.
trip, top mid.
Your trip broke here, and there's already 2 guys here. And if it was back here, we would know, and we would probably not aggress this hard.
Yep.
But this trip is fine, because most of the time we don't know for sure where we're going, A or B. So as time progresses, this trip will get worse and worse, because we'll start to know, okay, we want to lean towards B executes, okay, we want to lean towards A executes. So it just depends, because this is a good flank trip if we're going A. It's not a good enough trip if we're not going A. So it's kind of like the middle ground here. And I understand that because I play Cypher most of the time on Ascent and comp games. Like, you don't know if your team wants to go A, you don't know if your team wants to go B, so you just kind of half it in the middle. So that's a fine trip for now, but as time goes on and we get better, I prefer that deeper trip just because of plays like this. Because they double swung me here with a leer.
That's 2 of them.
Yep. Right now, breach
and
top
then
mid.
you're
Explode
alone.
B, explode B.
You're alone here. So if you're gonna push with me mid, push with me and be next to me to trade these guys.
Explode B.
Go,
Yeah,
go,
this
go.
is just unfortunate. They took aggressive space. Armana has his util out.
Need a heal?
Just go. I'm near setting market. Sorry, I caught you.
Do you have smoke sex? You have 1 smoke XCC, right?
Right now, breach top mid.
No.
Mid.
1 smoke.
Broke trip.
I
top
gave
mid.
you a smoking tree.
That's 2 of them.
There's your
That's 2
smoke
of them.
second
Yep.
smoke in mid.
Right now,
Okay.
breach top.
There's your
Need a
second
heal?
smoke.
Just go. I'm near
Yeah,
setting
because
market.
you were crossing back and it was about to fade.
Sorry, I caught you.
Alright, so okay, that's unnecessary because he's paranoia, he's sky flashed, and he's KO flashed, so that Molly's not necessary.
Plant.
And you keep pulling out the knife, Armana. If you're gonna use the knife, just use it. Same thing with XCC. If you're gonna pull out the paranoia, just use it.
I'm clearing boat because no one cleared boat.
Alright, 3v4.
One market, one
B.
key.
Yep. Everyone play against the railing.
You're a little aggressive here. XCC.
Everyone play against the railing and watch stairs. Crouch underneath the railing. No, Armana, crouch.
And then I was backseat gaming. I didn't need to do this. So bad bang. But you guys have terrible positioning here because no one's watching lane. So if they swing lane, they kill Binky for free. Maybe XTC can trade it, but they kill XTC or they kill Binky for free regardless. Armana might just react to it and then they swing stairs. So it's just a bad setup. So either I don't know. We need to figure out a post-plant scenario, just like with players, not with guard and util, just player count on any site.
Ignore. You guys play you.
I gotta smoke 5 seconds.
Plus we get breach ulted.
XCC.
Oh, do you?
Thinking you're exposed to him.
Yeah, I remember this round.
Yep.
Yeah,
Jolted.
Last
So-
player standing.
Yeah. There's not
This game's
not
over,
much
bro.
we could do.
It's
Because paranoia is gone, smokes are gone. Armana has no util. Where does his second flash go?
Into market.
Where would his first flash go? He didn't buy a sec. He light shielded. Okay, so he forced that. In that case, Armana, you're an initiator. You need to buy util more so than a rifle. So you force a bulldog. here.
Especially no, not even the bulldog, man. He likes playing with the
The guardian. Yeah.
The
just
Guardian.
Buy the guardian then, and buy your second
easily
flash.
could easily light shield guardian and second flash.
Right. So you buy your util here because that flash could have come in handy here. All right. Next round.
Take.
Next round. Last round.
can we
We're gonna
dodge?
save
take that.
Let's play.
deep trip to adapt, which is good.
Play.
I don't like
Or
that.
towards B.
That's tree. That's tree. Do not be.
I
We
saw-
forced. This was last of
I know,
half.
It was last to half. I know. So deeper trip adapted. We forced.
That do
Chamber
not.
ulted. I saw him in tree. He's
Can we
hacked.
dodge?
Oh, I remember this. He was on like a pixel angle. I saw him first, but I had the worst gun.
78 for him.
So I need a teammate
Yeah,
there.
we can take mid. I smoked both of the things off and chamber got knifed.
Maybe what we need to do is like, since there's 4 of us here, we need to take space at the start to like make sure that like they know we're here instead of they lurk up, because they heard no information, so their first idea is no one's here, so they're gonna lurk up and slowly take aggressive space. So we need to do something here, because if we even if we dedicate the dog or a knife here, or a molly or a flash, they're gonna be like, okay, there's a team here, I'm not gonna push this alone, so they're gonna back off. And then I don't die there because they think there's someone here. So we need to take space at the beginning of a round if there's 2 of us over here. So Armana, Binky, you guys were right here while Barrel and I were in tiles. So you guys need to be taking that space right there. Just to hold it. Just to like be like, because we might not use it in the end, but if you hold that space right here, then we can play off of it. Instead, later in the round, we had to take it back, and I died because I wasn't aware we didn't have this space, and we still had a Skydog, which is insane. So that's my fault, but we need to take this space earlier on, so they don't push, so they don't.
Can we duck? Never mind. 78 for him.
Armana, stop
Yeah,
going for
we
skins.
can take mid. I smoked both of the things off, and Chamber got knifed.
What Chamber's no longer.
Skydog's late, and then
Yeah,
we do nothing off of
smokes.
it. Okay, if we're gonna Skydog, we better do something off of it.
To go.
Because this is kind of a...
I kind of feel the same way about a KO knife.
Yeah, so same thing with K-Knife.
At least in a situation like this round.
If we knife
You
first,
heard him
right?
ulted, right? Well, like, so we heard Chamber ulted. You saw him cat, so you called it. And then Armana immediately knifes it, and everyone runs away from cat. If you're gonna knife him and take his ult away, we need to swarm him
Yep.
and eliminate him before he gets it back.
No, you're right. You're right. But another thing that we can build on top of that is, Armana, you need a call saying, I'm knifing tree, so that we know, okay, we can push tree. Because that was kind of like, I'm just going to do it off of reaction like comp, I'm going to do it so I can say I did it. But then, like, we only knew he was hacked, like, a second before this. Because I didn't know you were knifing, and I'm already pushing B main. And I'm already dead before the comp comes in. So you need to say, I'm knifing tree. Because I didn't know he was knifing tree. Because, like, that's my fault too. Because I could have seen that he's knifing tree. But I was already up here. So we need to calm our util in that regard.
78 for him.
Yeah.
So then we fast forward a little bit. XCC still playing
Yeah,
off of the
and smokes
tripwire.
are gone.
You're a little far back for that tripwire. And they only did it once. So
At least 2 here.
Sage Barrel. Alright. Dinky Barrel pushing tiles. Armana still has a flash. Did he only have 1 flash to start?
Yeah.
Yeah, he only had 1 flash to start.
To play, let's play.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's tree beaming. Come with me.
How much money do you
Actually,
have?
yeah. Cypher, come with me.
So we are all like out. Okay.
Just hold
So
B
never
main.
mind then.
Can we duck? Never mind. 78 for him.
Yeah, we can take mid. I smoked both of the things off, and
One more thing.
That's-
For
you
there
guys
of us
hold-
close to our ults.
Cypher, come with me. Actually,
Specifically
yeah.
me,
Cypher,
so
come
I
with
could
me.
help buy up. No, I wasn't close. Binky was close. We still had your ult, XTC.
You guys hold B main.
You want to play, let's play.
I don't like that. That's tree.
So,
Can we duck? Never mind. 78.
because there was no comm here that he was hacked or that the knife was even going
Yeah,
out.
we
So
can
we need to
take mid.
calm that.
I smoked both of the things off, and
Alright. And then yeah, like you smoked both things off mid because you thought we were pushing mid, but we weren't pushing mid. So that's just a miscomm on all of our parts. We need to say knifing like ulted chamber mid. I'm backing off, and then Armana needs to say I'm knifing chamber, and then okay re-aggressing mid because now we can push mid for the next 16 seconds.
Chamber got knifed.
Or is it like 10 seconds? I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
and
something like
smokes
that.
are gone.
Wasted Skydog. Someone needs to play off of that. Or even just take more space off of that.
At least 2 here.
Enemy
Yo,
spotted
It's a
mid.
fine jump peek.
Yeah.
No charges.
I'm gonna knife him again.
See, there's the knife. There's the knife comm. He says, I'm knifing him.
They're suppressed.
And now he's knifed. Now XTC can work, but you're alone, XTC.
You guys
Yeah.
definitely saw him there.
And then you're
My-
complaining because we're all
Last
tilted,
player standing.
and then you
Spike
finally get a
down mid.
trade.
You
I
did not.
pressed A.
That
You guys
was
didn't
a
see
1v3.
him in that cubby.
And no XCC, I don't think we saw
and
him
he
in
was
that cubby
here.
because we were jump peeking. Okay, no more Kentucky play unless we have breach. This is stupid. So
We
no
didn't
more-
do a Kentucky
flash
play.
over it,
Oh no, we did.
We
I've been
did.
calling that. I've been calling that.
I know.
That we shouldn't do a Kentucky without a breach.
I
Are
know.
you flashing over?
Yeah, should I flash over?
Yeah, I'll rush it.
Flashbang.
Huh? Okay, well the flashbang I normally use
That's
didn't work.
5. That's 4.
Cover going out.
21 to Sage.
Net deployed.
Good safe
Enemy
knife in the
suppressed.
smoke.
That's still only 4.
Just gonna quick flank. They're rotating. They're rotating.
I think you're too far pushed. Because there's 5, and you're not in a safe spot.
Yeah.
So maybe just play info. Like I remember one run I just played here by the fridge, just to hear them, and I heard a lot of information. And you could just tell us information. It's just taking space.
Go, Armana,
you,
go.
you pushed
Right here.
and aggressed. You didn't need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Armana, you're trying to be a hero after that, and you don't need to be. This is stupid. Good kill though.
33. You guys got this.
You don't need to
Cypher,
repeat
tripping
that.
Mid, came on B. Armana, you should probably back off.
You guys need to start calming. I need to stop calming for you.
You got a trip A main or no? Or B main?
B main. No.
No.
Just a cam.
B
B.
main.
All 3. All 3.
Yeah, I need to stop calming for Barrel there. Barrel, you need to calm that for yourself.
One long.
Stay alive, bro.
2
Stay
long.
alive.
But that's on me, because I'm doing it for you. It's
Breach
not
is
okay
close.
for me to do it for you.
Enemy
Ram is
suppressed.
long.
Yeah, and
Planted.
you are doing it like right away, so we're
Love.
just like, well, he already calmed it. Why would we say anything?
Right, I know. So I need to just
Oh.
need to let you guys calm.
Lane.
One chamber.
I'm on it, you're alone.
Last player standing.
I think you
Should wait for
realize
XCC
that.
there.
2.
Yeah, you realize that. You just wait for XCC there, because it's a 2v2. You don't need to push that.
I definitely calmed it too.
No, I know. You have a smoke here.
Shadows traveling.
I think you wait until your smoke's down before you push something else, because that could catch you off guard like that.
No charges.
Otherwise, it's just kind of.
Both
Oh
back
well.
there.
It's a 2v1. Kind of had to push that.
A at
A
least.
main.
Ready?
Cover going out.
Reyna Dink bottom mid has a phantom. She's hit 70.
I just get one tap through a smoke here.
Smoke
has
me
a
off
double.
They
and
might be able
He
to see your
was-
shoulder.
No,
Because-
he was at the cubby next to orb,
Oh.
I just
and
got
I was
shot
behind my smoke where you could
straight through
only
his
see me
smoke.
from A main.
Brenda's lurked all the way into B.
That's
over healed.
unfortunate. Oh, well.
Sage and one more mid.
Bro, I need to calm that you saw 4 in mid. If not, you just say multiple mid if you can't
Kidding
count
me, dude?
that many that fast, because it's kind of hard to count that many that
They
fast.
took market. Oh.
Oh.
Uh,
Uh,
oh.
No,
Did I count?
they're out.
Well, you didn't say anything.
Kidding me,
You
dude?
just like you peeked that, and then just Cypher's own voice line said many enemies mid. You need to say multiple mid, because multiple means more than 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I swore I calmed that though, but that's my bad.
Kidding me,
It's-
dude?
It's fine. You just
They ran. They took market.
make sure to make an effort for next time
they're
to
out.
comment.
He's definitely been working on it. He's been calling it a lot more.
He's been working on it. He's been doing a good job getting better at his comms. This is weird.
They're going A.
Nope.
I have spike.
Down B.
You have spike.
I have
There's one in
spike.
tree. One in tree, 3 going CT.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
you can't ADS while stunned. Alright.
Okay, I think I play Boathouse there, or play the dice, because they're gonna come like from all angles to try to get that spike back.
Yeah.
It is second round, so I have an advantage with the gun in 1v1s, but I don't know. I was trying to hero.
So- Oh, there.
Yeah, but just like we've been telling Armana, there's no reason to go for hero. Especially when your teammate isn't like over there with you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And then Barrel gets absolutely util dumps. We don't need to watch
Yeah.
that.
10 rounds. Not bad.
Alright.
Not good, but
Armana has... Okay. XCC has light shieldless rifle. Barrel's a judge. Okay.
That wasn't the point of my statement.
not bad. Not good, but do A main at least.
Shadows traveling. Disappressed.
Red alert
Three.
again.
3 main.
Chamber top mid.
This is a weird round. See, like this, Mickey. If you just get here, like this is a weird angle to play in, but you get so much information.
Yeah.
This is hidden from tiles, and this is hidden from top mid. Yeah, you'll have to take the fight cat here, but the fact that they had to swing this, you might get 1 or 2, and you get your trade, but you still get the info you need. So just holding
Okay.
aggressive space in that regard.
Two in their spawn. Going B.
I'm gonna
Me, go
rotate.
help B. I'm in mid. I'm in mid. Go help B. There's
See?
3 towards B.
Close door.
You're a little aggressed here, because if they're top mid and they swing you, you might die. So, because I'm here, I can give information. Or you just play
Yeah.
off my contact here. Like, you tuck here and you help, but I told you to go B, and thank you for listening.
Bro, I hope you break it.
Because I heard 2 charging through their spawn to B, so now you're here to help Barrel.
One in tiles.
On tiles. They ended up doing this. They ended up like aiming, running to their spawn, coming back tiles to go tree.
Brim smoke bottom mid.
Armana, you do not need to peek that.
In a mid.
2 mid.
Good shit, Bing.
The timing.
Pushing
was,
stairs in tree.
Man's just straight up
They're going tree to A.
trigger discipline until they were all behind each other.
One's top
You're
mid,
a
is
little
all the way
aggressed
around
too
in a
far
man.
in mid.
Chamber
Big
slow
time.
on alert. Chamber slow on alert. Don't push that.
Let's just make this a rule. Just mute chat. Mute the enemy team if we're a 5-stack. Just mute them, because they can tilt us easily. Just mute them. Just for our benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
Oh, no,
make that a
Chamber's
rule.
dead.
30 seconds left. One enemy
They're
remaining.
both A main. Both A main. Last guy
1-for-1
pushing A main right
trade.
now.
Good
A.
job. And then you guys just played together here, which was
He has
good.
no time to wrap. But I don't know when you're flashing, because your
Yep.
teammate's stuck with a judge.
Although, Binky, I do wish you would use your flash in B main earlier, just so it recharges and so you get information that no one was there at the start of the game.
Yeah.
So just because
Yeah, I
even if
learned
you-
that. I
even
learned
if
that
you
from
flash,
Bing.
Even if you flash here, it tells you someone's there, because then Barrel can safely push up here if there's no one here. If there's someone there, Barrel might be caught off, and he might not get a trade because you're not with him. So it's just information. It might help your team get better positioning, or it might help your team get out from doing a bad play. So. And the other thing, if you buy both flashes, that's 250 credits. If you use one flash, you wasted 250 credits, because if you use one flash, you get it again in 45 seconds. It does nothing to just save. You either save both flashes or you use both flashes, because otherwise you just
Okay.
waste 250 credits. Because then you use the first flash, it recharges in 45 seconds. Then you have a second and third flash ready, and then you just throw them through. If you use both flashes off the rip and you stay alive long enough, you can have up to like 4 flashes the entire game, which is absurd. No other agent can do that. No other agent.
Omen can with his smokes, but that's about it.
Well, I'm talking about flashes. Omen can do
Oh,
that
yeah,
with
that's
smokes.
true.
Omen can do that with smokes. Sova can only get maybe max of 3 Sova darts if you get the bomb plant at like last second, and then you start at like the end during post plant. No other agent can have like 4 flashes or that much power with her recharge util.
Mm.
Maybe Neon.
10 seconds
And I'm
left.
flashing in
'Cause he
3,
can
2, 1. No.
Calm on that flash.
Wow.
Okay, that kind of looked like a bot from the shooting range.
Wow. I know. Yeah.
Okay.
He turned around and was like, "What?"
Well, he was their bottom frag. Like he was getting carried.
They were all getting carried. Look at their arena.
By their breach.
Or their breach, yeah, I'm at their breach.
Look at their breach,
Yeah,
dude.
I have an issue with that.
That's true. Alright, use the flash instead of the dog. The dog can be used for so much more than just first info. Use the flash, because the flash tells you if someone's there, or if multiple are there. And just generically, it's like, okay, there's someone here, I need to stay here. Or there's no one here, I could probably move away to help melt elsewhere. That's not on site, I can help mid. So flash is probably better. Plus, the flash, it can get shot out, or you could just stall them better with the flash.
Yeah.
Even if it gets shot out, that gives you info. That
Right.
means that they wanted to stop
One
it from
cap,
blinding a
one
bunch of
cap.
people, so there's probably like 2 or 3.
Nice shot.
Good
Arena
kill,
bottom mid.
XCC.
Post.
In this case, Armana, you push with XCC,
Rem
or you
smokes
hold
on
a
B.
tight angle hit, or you
They're
close
pushing
door
up.
and
They're
help.
pushing up mid to market. Pushing up mid to market. I'm near setting for you.
Burial, you gotta say 3 mid or multiple.
Flashing market.
mid
One
event,
stuck bottom
'cause
mid.
it's
One
insane.
stuck bottom mid.
There's a mowing market.
Oh my gosh, Armana. Molly's okay. Flash is dumb.
One could be pizza. And one was seen right
One
here.
is pizza.
1-for-1 trade.
more mid.
That's fine.
Arch. Spike is down.
Kinda wish you had a buddy before you swung, but he's just going to solo Armana there.
Amber
Nice
dead main.
Kill,
Careful market.
Pinky.
Nobody else main yet.
XCC's taking aggressive space. This is good.
Sup. I am in pain.
They could work through our spawn.
30 seconds left.
Barrel,
Barrel.
did you have your cam
Roger.
recharged right? Yeah, there it is.
They're mid. They're already in tree. They broke
There it is.
heaven window.
Broke glass.
Finding
I remember me and Barrel get swung here, yeah.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
In that case, maybe instead of holding this right here, Barrel, you put your cam here and you push sight because the door's closed. And you just leave your cam here for information, because if they're pushed up tree and glass, they can be here. It's better if you just pushed out mid and went to tree behind them, because you know they're probably holding more so spawn and A site than mid. So you just push mid together through B site, because they're not on B site. And they might be mid, so you push with Binky here and you get a trade, and then you're not stuck in your cam. Because if you're pushing this here, they could be mid and spawn and hold a crossfire, but if you push through B here, through market, with Binky, they can only be mid. And they can't crossfire because one's on site with XCC having the spike. And it was a 2v2, or a 3v2.
Who's back here on main?
Alright.
She's heaven.
Last player standing.
And Binky, you don't fight that.
Yep.
No
that's
shot! 148? Are you?
That's just unfortunate.
Is you?
But yeah, we learned a lot more from that game by being destroyed than we did from a game we won. So we need to review those games more. We could do another one if you want. But I gotta use the restroom. You decide whether or not
I
you
have
want to do
to-
this one.
I have to go eat dinner, so I'm gonna go.
That's
I know
fine.
my girlfriend's cooking up, so I'm gonna go eat.
That's fine.
Alright, man. Thanks
We're-
for sticking around anyway.
We're recording this VOD, so you can come back and watch it if you.
Alright,
if we
just
decide to do it.
yeah, just let me know if you guys need a fill or anything tonight if Mango doesn't play.
Alright. I think Mango's getting on at 8 Eastern, so he's gonna be on pretty soon.
It's 8:30 already.
Yeah, so he'll be on pretty soon.
Just let me know. Peace.
I'm gonna use the
Roger.
restroom. You guys
Later.
decide if you want to do another VOD of the next one, or if you wanted to just start warming up to play and find a scrim.
I think we should just go ahead for the scrim. I don't have that much time. I probably have time for one scrim or one game, and then I gotta be somewhere at 9:30 EST.
Oh, then we don't even have time for one, brother.
Well, I don't have to like. I'm just getting on to hang out with my girlfriend.
Yeah, no. I mean, we don't have to scrim tonight, like straight up. We don't have to.
I mean, wait, what time would that be? Sorry, no, it's 10 Eastern. 10 Eastern. Yeah, I got time. I got time.
That's if we even find a scrim.
That is true.
Alright, so what's the verdict? We doing a VOD review of another one, or are we warming up to play Scrim?
I mean, me and Beryl definitely don't want to do another pod review. He's going to get a drink right now, though.
Alright, I see that. But yeah, this is why we do VOD from different perspectives, because then we get to see mistakes that other people are making, like Armano wasting his flashes.
Yep.
I didn't know he was wasting his flashes like that, so the fact that we had that perspective, that's great. Now, if we could get your perspective, that's gonna be a challenge because I know your PC hates you and Valorant hates you. So, if somehow I could get your perspective, that'd be great.